I was at the bank, and then I heard like a big boom. Like, I don't know if someone was breaking into the bank, but right behind me, I just walk out of the street and I see all these cops here already, and I guess they were chasing that white car in the middle, and he had crashed into all these other cars. It was actually 5 cars that were all part of it. You think even one cop car was part of it too, and this white car was like flipped over. So yeah, the suspect was in the middle, yeah, and he ran a red light.
Quite the scene, right?
Yeah, it was very crazy. It doesn't happen in Arcadia.
Normally a pretty quiet area tonight. It's still unclear just how many people were hurt in this crash. I'm Crystal Cruz, live in Arcadia. Back to you in the studio.
It's down to the wire with just hours before the election, and tonight people are already casting their ballots in what could be the largest midterm turnout in Southern California history. And we have live team coverage, including CBS 2's Tom Waite, who has more on the candidates' final push.
But let's begin with Chris Holmstrom. He's been following people who are out tonight casting their ballots early. Chris.
Pat and Jeff, the polls open in just 8 hours. In the meantime, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. In fact, right now, there are dozens of county workers that are out there sorting your ballots.
125, please. 125.
Early voters fill the registrar's office in LA County, a diverse group casting their ballot for the 2018 midterm election.
I know all elections or all voting is important, but this was super important.
A sentiment this guy agrees with. He's a 19-year-old college student voting for the first time.
So I thought that if I have the power to at least do the smallest change, then I should take the opportunity and do it.
And get this, there are more than 19.6 million Californians registered to vote in the midterms, the largest number in state history. Experts say there are 2 reasons why. 1, California has made it easier to register to vote with programs through the DMV and online registration. And 2, increased interest in political issues.
I was going to register to vote, and they told me to come back tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Another Californian registering to vote for the first time, and it was his son who inspired him. But already hundreds of thousands have cast their ballot by mail, and these workers will work through the night to make sure every vote counts. In the meantime, people like Oscar will spend their night studying the ballot.
I'm going to get online and look at the different things to vote for, the different measures.
And if you haven't registered to vote, don't worry, you still have time. You actually have until 8 p.m. tomorrow night as long as you come here to the registrar's office. From there, they'll give you a provisional ballot. Reporting live from Norwalk, I'm Chris Holmstrom, CBS 2 News.
Thanks, Chris. And at the top of the ballot in California, the race for governor. Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom is facing political newcomer John Cox. Both candidates did some last-minute campaigning across the state. Newsom wrapped up the night with a rally in San Francisco. Republican challenger John Cox returned to San Diego tonight after stops in the Bay Area and Sacramento. Now, some of the most closely watched races in the country are happening right here. Those races could determine the balance of power in Congress. And CBS 2's Tom Waite is live in Santa Clarita, where campaigners were still going door to door tonight, Tom.
And that's right, Pat. They did that late into the night, and this is the 25th district. This is a closely watched, super competitive district that could determine the balance of power in Congress.
And you're all set? You got your polling place? Yes. All right. Thank you so much.
A late night push to get out the vote. Canvassers spent the evening knocking on doors, knowing it's all about the ground game, especially in a midterm election.
No, we're voting tomorrow. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Here in the 25th district is one of the most closely watched races in Southern California. It includes Valencia, Santa Clarita, and the Antelope Valley. 31-year-old Katie Hill, a former head of a nonprofit, is looking to unseat incumbent GOP Congressman Steve Knight.
Right now, at this stage in the election, it is 100% about get out the vote. What we know is that Democrats historically do not show up in the same numbers that Republicans do, especially in midterms.
We tried to speak with Congressman Knight this evening, but his campaign didn't not make him available. We're told he was busy making calls from his Santa Clarita campaign office during the day and was spending the evening in the Antelope Valley. He did not make any public appearances. Voters we spoke with are all ready for the polls to open and are eager to cast their votes.
It's not about Republicans or Democrats. It's not about that. It's just that it's ugly.
Never seen the country so divided.
It's
I mean, it's extreme right now.
I hope there's a big turnout. I've actually gotten 7 people to register to vote.
And as we heard in Chris Holmstrom's report, there's a lot of early voting. When we talked to people, they told us they'd already cast their ballots. It's going to be very interesting to see how long the lines are tomorrow morning at the polling places. Reporting live in Santa Clarita, I'm Tom Waite, CBS 2 News.
All right, Tom, thank you. Tonight, candidates in Orange County were still working hard for their votes. Democratic congressional candidate Gil Cisneros canvassed neighborhoods in Buena Park looking for last-minute voters. Cisneros is fighting for that hotly contested 39th congressional seat against Republican Young Kim. She was making phone calls to voters earlier today. Voters we talked to liked meeting the candidate in person.
I don't know if it will sway my vote. I do appreciate that he's got enough gung-ho that he's out here.
Him coming down, knocking on our door, like a person-to-person touch, which is good.
In Orange County's 48th congressional district, Democrat Harley Ruda was also out tonight looking for support. He's up against Republican incumbent Dana Rohrabacher. All right, and ahead at 11:15, dead voters still on the rolls and getting ballots. See what David Goldstein's investigation uncovered.
Now breaking news, the Sheriff's Department confirms it has taken Ryan Venti into custody. Venti was named a person of interest after a deadly house fire in Diamond Bar last week. Venti's parents were killed in that fire, which investigators have described as suspicious.
A candlelight vigil lit up a Claremont neighborhood tonight where a cyclist was killed.
Police say a driver intentionally ran the biker over. Hundreds came out to remember Leslie Prey. Some even rode their bikes in her honor. Police say other cyclists reported that Sandra Wickstead tried to hit them too on Saturday morning.
Police say Wickstead crossed the road, hit Prey in the bike lane, sending her flying onto a driveway. That's where she died.
For me, I think I'll probably carry a sadness and have a pretty gaping hole in my heart for the rest of my life.
Wickstead was arrested and has been charged with murder. Okay, so spanking smackdown.
Yep, the warning tonight from pediatricians. Plus this.
There's no reason at all. He should be currently registered. He passed away quite a while ago.
David Goldstein uncovers dead voters. We found hundreds still on the rolls, some even voting.
What? Plus, why is there growing support for a teacher caught on camera punching a student in class?
And are you looking at an alien spaceship? Why some scientists from Harvard say maybe.
Hey everybody, I'm Garth Camp. Coming up, another great fall day on tap. We'll show it to you in just a few minutes.